What's good, YouTube? It's your host, Show Santana, and you are now watching MVP Magazine. So, as the overall hype for the new potential banger Stellar Blade builds, both Shift Up and Sony have been releasing new trailers to build anticipation for what will hopefully be a new franchise. The developers at Shift Up have definitely poured a ton of passion into this game, and it appears more polished than when we first saw it at the PlayStation 5 unveiling. And when I'm looking in the comments for the newest trailers, all I'm seeing is PC and gamers from other platforms that want this game. And I'm not surprised. The game looks fuego. And this video isn't about making fun of PC or other gamers for, quote, port begging. Nah, this is more about exclusives and why they are important, and why Sony is messing up by giving so many of their exclusives to the PC platform. Ghost of Tsushima is another PlayStation game which has also been recently announced for a release on PC, and gamers on a PC are loving it. No, I'm actually serious. Since the release post on Steam, gamers have continuously kept on posting about how much they want this game. It's insane. And I can't be mad at them. Ghost of Tsushima is an amazing game, and the PC gamers are going to get to play it comfortably in their own environment, however they feel comfortable. If they want to use a PlayStation controller, they can. If they want to use an Xbox controller, they can. And that's great. But it's definitely going to persuade those gamers not to buy a PlayStation console. And let's be honest, we've seen the effect this has already had on the Xbox brand. We already know how important exclusives can be to a console's success. They can in fact be one of the major cornerstones of a console and how it performs in the marketplace. When we look at Nintendo, they are a really strong example of how important exclusives can be. I mean, Nintendo can come out with Fisher Price hardware and sell that and still make bank on the back of their exclusives. If we look at the fact that Nintendo literally could just up and repackage all of the Wii U's best exclusives and put them on the Switch and sell them again for full price and still be successful, that is definitely a testament to how strong and how powerful exclusives, especially their exclusives, can be. Sony need to find a more profitable way of producing exclusives without porting them to PC, bottom line, because the more they port to PC, the less market share PlayStation as a brand will have. PC gamers who would buy a PlayStation console for the odd exclusive would also have to spend money buying things like PlayStation Plus or spending money on other games that they can't get on a PC. They'd have to come into the ecosystem one way or another. And losing that potential revenue just for one game sale doesn't make sense to me, especially as a PC gamer who can play these games in better fidelity and better frame rates and just more comfortably, even portably with some handhelds. Like, what would be the point buying it on a PlayStation? Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely not me gatekeeping. This is just me being honest about the state of exclusives. Now, I know Sony spent a ton of money, 300 million for Spider-Man 2. And their new executive, their new CEO came in and said they're gonna stop all that big spending. And I reckon that's one of many things Sony definitely need to do to get their whole game spending budget on order. There's no need for them to be spending double the budget of Godzilla -1 just to make one video game. That literally makes no sense to me. Spending that much money or more on the development of a game just puts more pressure on it to sell. And I'm not gonna lie, even Sony raising the price of their games was literally a bad idea. that only dooms certain games to fail. It dooms new franchises which people don't know about or feel a little bit sketchy about to fail. And we've already seen them sell less exclusives because games have stepped up in price. And even though placing games on PC may seem like more of an immediate solution, in the long run, it only serves to hurt the PlayStation brand, as we've already seen Sony have to drop forecasts of PlayStation 5 consoles they expected to sell, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was in part due to PC gamers and other gamers that just don't have to buy PlayStations. Now, I know there's going to be a ton of rhetoric of people saying, hey, we should share these games. You should be able to play them anywhere. And to that, I honestly say, shut up and respect the actual artists that put their time in and their vision in to make these games. Shut up. If you want, one of the things that annoys me about this generation is the entitlement of gamers who don't understand anything about the art form of gaming. If you want to play these games, give the developers the money. Point blank, period. Nintendo make a certain style of games, so I pay them for that certain style of games. Sony make a certain style of games, so I pay them for that games. When Microsoft used to make good games, I paid them for that style of game, and that's the way it should go. I don't go to McDonald's expecting sushi. That is wrong. That is wrong. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that Sony releasing PlayStation exclusives on PC is a good idea? Do you want to see more of it? Do you think I'm overreacting or gatekeeping? Let me know. Have a good day.